আপনারা দেখছেন নতুন সময় টেলিভিশন। নতুন সময়, নতুন আঙ্গিকে সত্যের পথে।
Welcome to Natunsomoy English News. This is Shamima Nasrin with you. First, the headlines. Prime Minister opens lays foundation stone of 321 uplift schemes. Prime Minister leads 22-member team in dialogue with Oikofront. Bangladesh moves one spot up in doing business index. JSC JDC exams begins today. South Korea president says North scheme to visit Seoul soon, and Tigers to get Mustafizur boost in test series. Now the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today inaugurated and laid the foundation stones of 321 development projects across the country. The Premier opened and laid the foundation stones of 321 uplift schemes in 56 districts under 21 ministries and divisions through a video conference from her official Ganaphavan residence here this morning. Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Muhit, Housing and Public Works Minister Engineer Musharraf Hussain, Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir, LGRD and Cooperatives Minister Engineer Khundakar Musharraf Hussain, Information Minister Hasanul Haq Inu, Law Minister Advocate Anisul Haq, Railways Minister Muhammad Wajibul Haq, Shipping Minister Shahjahan Khan, Cultural Affairs Minister Asaduজ্জামান Noor, and Post and Telecommunications and ICT Minister Mustafa Jabbar were present. Prime Minister's advisor Dr. Tawfiq Elahi Chaudhry and Iqbal Sobhan Chaudhry, State Minister for Health Jahid Malik, State Minister for Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Nazrul Hamid Bipu, State Minister for Youth and Sports Dr. Biren Shikdar, State Minister for LGRD and Cooperatives Moshir Rahman Ranga, State Minister for Textiles and Jute Mirza Azam, Awami League Joint Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif, Parliament members and secretaries concerned and senior officials of the Prime Minister's Office PMO were also present. The projects included 17 schemes under the Ministry of Culture Affairs, 31 projects under the Ministry of Textiles and Jute, 2 under the Health Ministry, 98 projects under the Home Ministry, 11 projects under the Road Transport and Bridges Ministry, 6 projects under the Public Works Ministry, 3 schemes under the Liberation War Affairs Ministry, 1 scheme under the Post and Telecommunications and ICT Ministry, 112 schemes under the Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Ministry, 4 projects under the LGRD Ministry, 3 schemes under the Information Ministry, 2 schemes under the Railways Ministry, 5 projects under the Education Ministry, 13 projects under the Water Resources Ministry, 2 schemes under the Fisheries and Animal Resources Ministry, and 1 under the Bebja, the Prime Minister's office. At the function, Mirza Azam handed over a traditional muslin shari produced by the local weavers. The Ministry of Textiles and Jute is encouraging the weavers to produce the muslin, a heritage of the country, to regain its lost glory. Awami League President and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will lead a 22-member team of the 14-party alliance in the dialogue with Dr. Kamal Hussain led Jatiyo Oikofront at the PMS official residence Ganaphavan this evening. The members of Awami League-led 14-party delegation are Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir, advisors Amir Hussain Amu and Tofail Ahmed, Presidium members Begum Motia Chaudhry, Sheikh Fazlul Karim Selim, Muhammad Nasim, Kaji Jafarullah, Shammobadi Dol General Secretary Dilip Borua, Workers' Party of Bangladesh President Rashid Khan Menon, Jatiyo Samajtantrik Dol President JSD Hasanul Haq Inu, JSD Faction Leader Mainul Khan Badul, Advocate Anisul Haq, Awami League Presidium Member Advocate Abdul Matin Khosru, Dr. Muhammad Abdul Razak, Ramesh Chandra Sen, Joint Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif, Dr. Deepu Moni, Jahangir Kabir Nanok, Abdul Rahman, Office Secretary Dr. Abdul Subhan. Gola, Publicity and Publication Secretary Hassan Mahmood, Legal Affairs Secretary Advocate S.M. Rezaul Karim. Responding to the newly formed Jatiyo Oikofront's call for dialogue over the next national election, Sheikh Hasina formally invited the alliance to take part in talks with ruling alliance at Ganaphavan at 7 p.m. today. The issue of dialogue surfaced when Dr. Kamal, president of Gonu Forum, a key component of the Oika Front, wrote to the Prime Minister on October 28 asking for dialogue. The Jatiya Oika Front has already announced a 7-point demand for holding the next parliament election in a participatory manner. Bangladesh has ranked 176 among 190 countries globally, one place up from last year's ranking of 177, said the World Bank Doing Business 2019 Training for Reform report. Bangladesh continued to invest in the electricity grid over the past 12 months, according to a World Bank press release. Since 2015, Bangladesh has increased the network capacity in Chattogram and Dhaka, it said, adding, as a result, the distribution utilities in both cities are now able to accommodate more connection requests, reducing the time required for business to obtain a new electricity connection from more than 400 days in 2014 to less than 150 days in 2018. The marginal change in position indicates that while the country has taken some initiatives to make doing business easier, the pace of reforms needs to be increased significantly, the report added. Economies in South Asia region made further gains to improve the ease of doing business for domestic small and medium enterprises, with Afghanistan and India ranked as top improvers, the report also said. A total of 19 business reforms were carried out in the region during the past year, the second highest ever compared with previous year's revised record of 21 reforms. In a first for South Asia, two of the region's economies have earned coveted spots in this year's global top improvers, India and Afghanistan. India, which is a top improver for a second consecutive year, implemented 6 reforms in the first year and advanced to 77th place in the global ranking. India is now the region's top-ranked economy. Afghanistan, a top improver for the first time, carried out a record 5 reforms, moving up to 167th rank. These results from the Doing Business 2019 report are great news for South Asia and underscore the need to persist with challenging reforms that can provide more opportunities for people to lift themselves out of poverty and spread prosperity more widely, said Ward E. Skiffer, Vice President for the South Asia region of the World Bank. We are looking forward to working with governments in the region to achieve more gains in coming years. Pakistan continued its strong reform agenda with 3 reforms carried out in the first year. Registering property was made easier in both Lahore and Karachi, the 2 cities covered in the Doing Business report. Sri Lanka carried out 4 reforms, which included making dealing with construction permits easier, while the introduction of online systems made it easier to pay taxes in Sri Lanka and Bhutan. Sri Lanka advances to a global rank of 100 this year. Junior School Certificate JSC and Junior Dakhil Certificate JDC examinations 2018 began today across the country. As many as 26,70,333 students from 29,677 educational institutions are participating in this year's examinations. Of them, 12,23,732 are male and 14,46,701 are female, the Education Ministry sources said. The number of JSC examinees is 22,67,343, while 4,02,990 examinees are taking part in the JDC examination this year. They said adding a total of 578 students from 9 overseas centers are appearing in the JSC examinations. A total of 2,01,513 examinees have increased in the JSC and JDC examinations this year compared to the last year, as 24,68,820 candidates took part in 2017. The JSC and JDC examinations will end on November 14. Since introduction of JSC and JDC examinations in 2010, an official of the Education Ministry said the number of examinees is increasing gradually in the JSC and JDC examinations, which has showed a positive sign in checking dropout rate at secondary level. As many as 14,92,802 students appeared in JSC and JDC examinations in 2010, 18,61,113 examinees in 2011, 19,08,365 in 2012, 19,02,746 candidates in 2013, 20,90,692 in 2014, 23,25,933 examinees in 2015 and 24,12,775 examinees in 2016. State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shahriar Alam MP said Bangladesh has now been established as a dignified state in the world by dint of the present dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. He added that the Sheikh Hasina's government is the government of development. All the sectors in the country have seen huge development. That's why there is no alternative to bring this government back to power to keep the trend of progress going. He was addressing a public meeting that organized on the occasion of unveiling the foundation stone of a 4-storied academic building of Haripur High School under Bagha Upazila in the district yesterday afternoon. Department of Education Engineering will construct the building at an estimated cost of around Taka 3.54 crore. Chaired by School Managing Committee President Atahar Ali, the meeting was addressed among others by Upazila Nirbahi Officer Shahin Reza, Union Parishad Chairman Shafiqur Rahman and local Awami League leaders Ashraful Islam and Abdul Mateen. Shahriar Alam urged the people to be united for resisting all evil forces conspiring against Awami League government in the upcoming election. He said a group of evil forces in the country is now active to retard the development works of the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and Awami League government. 2 children among the 5 people injured in a Amanabazar of Hathajari gas line leakage incident died early today at Burn and Plastic Surgery Ward of Chattogram Medical College Hospital, CMCH. A 1-year-old child, Taneem and Rajia Akhtar Leban, succumbed to their burn injuries on early Thursday, confirmed Dr. Narayan Dhar, Assistant Registrar at the burn unit of CMCH. 5 people, including 3 children, were injured in an explosion by gas leakage incident at a rented house at Amanabazar area under Hathajari Upazila on the district last night. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will visit Seoul soon, the South's President Moon Jae-in said Thursday amid a rapid diplomatic tour on the peninsula despite stalled nuclear talks between Pyongyang and Washington. At the 3rd summit in Pyongyang in September, the leaders of the 2 Koreas agreed Kim would visit Seoul in the near future without giving a specific date. Moon later suggested that the trip was likely to happen this year and told lawmakers Thursday that the peninsula was approaching the historic starting line for peace. Up to 273 Afghan civilians were killed and 550 others injured in separate incidents and terrorist attacks in October, a monitor group reported Thursday. Based on Civilian Protection Advocacy Group CPAG casualties figures from 23 provinces of the country, 273 people were killed and 550 others wounded in all security incidents happened in October, the independent CPAG group said in a press release. The group said the rest of casualties happened in suicide attacks, roadside bombs, mortar attacks and clashes between Afghan forces and the Taliban. About 128 people, including children and women, suffered casualties in Afghan forces. Night raid operations as 83 people were killed and 45 others wounded, the press release said. In September, 240 civilians lost their lives and 350 injured as a result of terrorist attacks and clashes across the country, according to figures of CPAG. The reasons behind high casualties in October were targeted killing of parliamentary election candidates, attacks on election campaigns and polling centers, particularly during the parliamentary elections day, which was held on October 20, the group noted. It appears that Chairman Kim Jong-un's trip to Russia and a visit to North Korea by Chinese President Xi Jinping will happen soon, Moon said, adding there was an open possibility of a meeting between Kim and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Tanim's mother Sonia Akhtar, 26, her 1-year-old daughter Meem Akhtar and their neighbor Ruby Akhtar, 16, are getting treatment in hospital, said Assistant Sub-Inspector Alauddin Talukdar of CMCH Police Outpost. The injured are undergoing treatment at CMCH Burn and Plastic Surgery Unit with 30% burning of their bodies, he said. Police said the explosion occurred due to leakage in gas line of the rented house of one Anisur Rahman in a 3-story building on Khushal Shah Road at Amanabajar area of Hathajari Upazila last night. Good news for Tigers fans as bowling sensation Mustafizur Rahman is fit as Kans has cleared any injury concern of him before the first test against visiting Zimbabwe, scheduled to be held on Saturday at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium in Sylhet. The quartermaster Mustafizur, who sustained an elbow injury during the first ODI against Zimbabwe in the just concluded 3-match ODI series, eventually rested in the third match. Mustafizur made a comeback in the test squad for the 2-match series against Zimbabwe after having missed out the test series against West Indies. However, his participation remained a major concern considering for the scan report. Bangladesh Cricket Board Chief Physician Debashish Chaudhary informed the press on Tuesday that there was nothing serious in his scan report and hoped that he would be able to play in the first test.
আপনারা দেখছেন নতুন সময় টেলিভিশন। নতুন সময়, নতুন আঙ্গিকে সত্যের পথে।